Uh, Eddie GTV, we here Friday night.
Yeah, baby. What's going on?
We're ready to do this. Um, I'm excited to have you on the show. Uh, when I seen you at the show, I was like, yo, this man just keeps killing it. Like each bar, like how do you keep on killing it? Bar after bar after bar. Like you must be a serial killer or something.
You got me, man. No, I don't know. I'm just obsessed with it. I just like I'll sit there for hours just trying to figure out like a bar. Honestly, like I don't know why. That is a weird fixation. It's probably unhealthy.
No, it's definitely like to the outside like a crowd like outside of hip hop like they might be like, oh, it might be unhealthy, but us hip hop has definitely appreciated it.
Oh, I'm glad it's fallen on ears that can appreciate it because yeah, I don't know. It's not always the case. Some people will be rapping their whole lives and it falls in the wrong ears, and then they never get the clout and the attention they deserve. So I'm just glad it's fallen on people's ears that like it.
And yeah, like sometimes it's not really your time. I've actually been learning this with like a lot of like because I have a new clips channel where I've been putting a lot of my stuff from my old channel like on this new channel. And I got some of my old songs and I'm putting them out. And like when I put these songs out, the response wasn't like the best.
Uh,
But like when I put out the exact same song, I just put the video out on the new channel. Didn't do anything different to it. People are like, "Yo, this is fire," and it's like years later. Because you know what it is though? It's like I wasn't the Eddie G I am now.
mm, yeah, you don't have the same level of traction and stuff like that. And
Right?
okay.
Like I was just a guy coming up. The only thing I had going for me was those songs. You
Uh,
know.
yeah, yeah, I
Now,
get that.
now I'm out here Eddie G. I'm pounding my chest and drinking water. You know.
I love it. That's good. It's good to see. Yeah, it's weird how that works though.
So 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 how did it all start? Like what age was you were like I want to try this like entertainment stuff. And then was it rap at first?
Yeah, yeah, like it was probably like in high school. I think high school is when I started to like kind of behind the scenes just watch like I don't know, like rap battles and stuff with some friends of mine and I don't know. I just kind of figured like I could do this. I could do this. This is not crazy, And I kind of saw it as a competition, so I just started doing it for fun because my buddies could appreciate it, and then I just kind of they kept gassing me up. I didn't really take it like seriously until I was like 20 something though, just because I didn't make music unless you have something valuable to talk about.
Right.
It wasn't really until I felt like I had something valuable to talk about that I actually
Were you
started like.
were you rapping in the halls in like high school? Just like rapping in the halls?
No, I wasn't that kid. I was too embarrassed, I think, to be just
Okay.
like a white boy in high school, and um, but yeah, like just kind of behind the scenes, like I said, I didn't really want to be public about it because I didn't think it'd be taken seriously unless I had something
Okay.
of value.
For me, we had to rap in the hallways because like the internet wasn't what it is, what it is now. Like it wasn't like I could put up like like my music on all the streaming platforms and do all that shit like that. If I wanted to if I wanted to get people to know my raps, I had to rap in the halls.
Absolutely, I can respect that. That's yeah, I definitely do. I take that for granted how I can kind of just hide behind a screen and release whatever I want. Whereas before, like I don't think I'd be able to do it if I had to put myself out there right from the get go, and so that's impressive alone.
How was that first moment when you did step out in front of a crowd and rapped? Like, how was that first moment?
Oh, it was cool. It was cool. It really validates you because like everybody thinks that they can do it, but not everybody can get in front of a crowd and get them involved and actually I don't know, not everybody gives a shit when you see somebody step in front of a crowd. So like to get that validation meant a lot. I felt like I was in the right place. It was people were gassing me up. I get super anxious no matter what, and I definitely still got anxious. So like it definitely put that to rest. But at least for the first song. But no, it nerve wracking, exciting. I don't know. Yeah, it felt right. It felt right, definitely.
Yeah, I remember this is a good tip for a lot of like guys starting. Like a buddy of mine told me this. He said, get through that first song, or even get through that first verse. And like you already know all this stuff because you've been practicing it. Like it'll just come like all those nerves will just like just leave as soon as you get that first cheer, as soon as you get that first song out, those cheers out. And for me, when I was stepping on stage, like right before, my heart was just like do 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 do, and as soon as the music started, as soon as I heard the beat that I was gonna be rapping on, like it just all went away. And I just calmed down and I got into it. But like getting through that first part, like a lot of people like focus on like, oh, I gotta get through my whole set. Get through that first song first.
100%. Yeah, it definitely does something to you when you get through a first one. It's like your body just knows what it has to do, I guess.
Exactly. Exactly. So then, like, do you feel you body the first show, or how do you feel about that?
I definitely I got a lot of wordy stuff, and I definitely didn't get through it perfectly. I had a lot to learn ever since my first one. Like I did pretty good, and people offered up some respect, and they were really nice about it. But I'm sure that they were sugarcoating it. There were a couple lines I didn't get through, and I was beating myself up over it too because I do that when I don't do things perfectly. So yeah, it's definitely a couple words. It's probably breath control because I didn't really learn how, like, as much as you practice your set over and over again, when you get in front of a crowd and you have to be louder than certain aspects of it, and
Right.
how close you have to hold the microphone and stuff like that, you run out of breath in certain parts that you didn't prepare for. So I definitely screwed up my breath control for my first shows, and that probably showed. But now I'm good, I think.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Like that right there is a key thing. Like you don't really realize like you have to perform and you have to keep on going through it like for breath control because there's nothing like before that kind of like even you can practice at home and like it's not gonna sound the same as when you're rapping on the mic and you don't know if how loud you're gonna have to get or how low you're gonna have to get if your voice is like very powerful and shit like that.
For sure.
But yeah, breath control. And like I remember after like my first couple shows, I was talking like this. I was talking like this after I was done a 15-minute set because I was over talking myself. I didn't know how to project, and then I learned how to project. And then the other thing I had like after my shows was the big sweat stain. You know.
Oh yeah, man, I can relate for sure. Um, no,
So
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
so like who are like some of the early yeah, influences like musically?
Um, like it's fun. Like I should have an answer to this by now because I've been asked it. But like I was weird when I was younger. I didn't really stick to one artist, even for like an album's length worth of songs. Like I would find a song. I would find a song that I like, not an artist that I like. But I find a lot of those the styles. Like I ended up listening to a lot of like Tech Nine and like Hobson and like I don't know, like that strange music era because they were really lyrical and like that chopper flow, like really fast stuff. Like I liked. So I'd say like they were like my bigger influences. I listened to a lot of like Machine Gun Kelly and like Logic in high school. Um, and I try not to say that with any shame because of what went down in the hip hop community with Machine Gun Kelly and then who he is now. But he used to rap a lot more. So you know, yeah, I don't know, man. I listen to like Army of the Pharaohs a lot, surprisingly.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
they I just really like their like again their wordplay and their songs like that. I never really liked boom bap that much, but they did that boom bap a lot. Like they had like I don't know, like I can definitely there were some like Wu-Tang songs I could like appreciate here and there. Like I surprisingly I didn't get very into Eminem. You'd think being like a white boy, I don't know, like that a lot of people end up having an Eminem era, but like I was late to the
Yeah.
party. I didn't really listen to his albums until like the new stuff, like what album was like what's that song? Berserk. Remember Berserk, that song by Eminem?
I think
That
so.
was kind of, people didn't really like the album, but that was kind of when I started listening to him. So like I was a little late. But anyways, yeah, that's it. Tech Nine mostly, Hobson, and all those other guys that I mentioned. Like I don't know, a lot of YouTube rappers too. Like who's it? Do you remember Daystorm and like Watsky? I don't know, some random guys on YouTube too. But I'm a little uncultured to be honest.
So I actually met you through Josh Fisher. So how do you meet Josh Fisher?
Josh Fisher's the man. We
For
met
sure, for sure.
at a
Shout out to Josh Fisher.
yeah, shout out to Josh Fisher. We met at
Mm.
doing shows for Robbie G. Robbie G, I'm sure you know, obviously a lot of people know in the hip hop.
Yeah, Robbie G.
Yeah, he puts a lot of work in, gets shows put together, and he himself obviously performs too, and he kills
For
it.
sure.
So we were both opening for Robbie G when we met, and we just both gave each other our hats, you know, like respectfully, like there's usually like and either like you got it or you don't when you go to these live shows, and like that doesn't mean you don't have it, you can't get it, but like
Right.
you just like really recognize when somebody's either been doing it or at least they're at like a certain level. And I think we both just kind of immediately noticed that like we were like rapping, like there were some people who were like rapping and like a couple people who were just pulling something together and like letting their track play in the background, and like they were kind of doing their best, but like Josh Fisher knew what he was doing, and so
Yeah.
we both kind of like acknowledged that, I think, and just like kind of connected. And then yeah, I did a show for him recently. We did a song together too. He wanted me on a track, so I whipped up a 16 for a song that he did, and we dropped that. It's called Gunsmoke, actually. If you guys want to go check that out, it's fire. And yeah, no, he's good. He produces his own stuff. He like mixes and masters his own stuff.
For
Like he
sure.
does it himself. But he just didn't have a studio, so he came to my house. I have a studio at my house, and then we laid it down. And yeah, and since then we just chatted up every once in a while. You know, we were both Hamilton, so yeah.
Dope, dope. So how do you actually feel about like the rappers rapping over their tracks? Like,
it it works like for some styles. Don't get me wrong. Because some artists don't have the technology to create those live effects that they have in their songs, so they need to have that backtrack to make the song sound the way it's supposed to.
yeah.
That's not my style, and it would really clash if I was rapping on top of the vocals, and it's kind of like a style clash, you know, like people whose styles sound better without the backtracking. There's like a beef between them and the people who need the backtracking, because like, you know, it's just like seen as like, oh, that's not real music. No, that's not real music. So like it's kind of I get into it, you know. I get into like the razzing and stuff, but like I admit it is necessary for some artists. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Me like yeah. I see it like yeah. If you're adding too much effects to your stuff, then like yeah, your live show is never gonna be like like top tier. Like the top tier live people when you see them aren't rapping over their over their
Right.
tracks. I find.
They're either able to do it themselves or they have the resources that help them sound like it's they're doing it themselves. And yeah, I get you.
Like people can have the effect through their mic, and if they're doing it that way, I'll appreciate it. But if it's just over the track, like I can go on I can go on Tidal or Spotify and like listen to the track if I really want to. Like I don't need to come to your show if you know if it's like that, right?
100%. I get what you mean. Yeah.
So like how great is it to be like all of us obviously the crowd we love when people fuck with our music, but how is it when other rappers fuck with your shit? Like you see like a dope rapper, you see them go on stage and they kill it, and you go on stage and you kill it, and they come up to you and be like, "Yo, that was dope." How is it? How is that feeling for other rappers to fuck with you?
Dude, it's super validating. Because like, well, I mean, I think it goes without say, but other people who are in this. It's like if it's other people in your craft, you know, like a painter complimenting painter, or
Right.
a woods carpenter complimenting a carpenter, like somebody who knows like what it requires, like what everything that gets put into making a track, everything that gets put into, you know, having a dope show. They can appreciate it. So then when you hear it back from them, it means a lot. Me personally, I also like when you're in this field, you're surrounded by a lot of people in this field. So like you've got like, let's say I'm surrounded by like 30 rappers who all want me to listen to their songs, right? And I would love to listen to everybody's song. But I don't really find much time to listen to music outside my own stuff. Like I have to listen to my own music to practice it and, you know, make sure it's good enough and all that. So to find the time to listen to people's music is not easy. So when I hear that other rappers are listening to my music, like it gasses me up, because I just don't, I know that's not, you only have so much time to listen to music in a day. And so to take
Right.
somebody who needs to listen to their own music, yeah, definitely, like it means a lot. And I feel shitty sometimes not listening to all these other local rappers' music and stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, like I can't. I only have so much time. I mean, I don't even really listen to rap that much in my free time. So like, yeah. But it means a lot. It means a lot when somebody else who can recognize the efforts, they like it.
Shout out to Mitch right here. He says so. Conan is top tier, and the High Cats are also top tier as
Yeah,
well.
I was gonna say those guys are legendary.
For sure, for sure.
I did a show with them at the Lions Eat Goats tour. You must have been there. I don't know if you. I feel like I might have seen you, or when Junkin Canadian tour.
I don't think I was there for that one. I don't think I was there for that one.
It was dope, man. Those guys are so sick. I gotta hit them up, because they're like, they're underrated as shit. Like I don't understand why they don't get enough love.
I actually got the interview with Junk and Stitch when the actual day the album came out.
No, nice. That was the #1 album, right? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I got an interview with him that day.
Nice. Yeah, those guys are dope. Man.
Yeah. So like, what are some of the other music like you were saying, like you don't always listen to hip hop? Like, what are some of the other genres you listen to, like artist wise?
I listened to this all just reminded me that I forgot an influence earlier. I just wanted to Lil Wayne. I fucking love Lil Wayne.
Okay.
And I forgot to.
Okay.
But anyways, I listened to a lot of rock music. I was like obsessed with Rise Against growing up, and like just like classic rock. Like I can't complain about. Like I just love that like the vibes. You just throw on a classic rock playlist, and then I don't know, just sit by a campfire or something. I had my country era where I listened to a lot of country and like dove into like the old school stuff too. I like my pop music. I'm not picky as long as it's good in its own genre. Really, I kind of bounced around a lot. But like the rap, I find that like when I listen to rap music, I don't enjoy it as much. I analyze everything. Like I just sit there and I analyze the bars and I go, oh, this could have been better and that could have been better or whatever. So I don't really enjoy it as much.
Okay, and I was just listening to some of your songs beforehand, and man, you got some deep shit. Like, I was like, man, like, are you right today? Like, I was like, man, like, it seems like kind of like, I'm like, I want to ask, I'm like, hey, how you feeling today? Like, you know?
Yeah, some songs I put myself out there more than I would even in like a regular conversation, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like saw other people do that to cope with some things, so I just thought I'd try it. And I can't really write like deep songs in that moment, like when I'm feeling down. Like it's more of like a closure thing, I think. Like if I'm able to write about it, I'll probably come to terms with it already.
Yeah, for me, like, I almost found like when I was making songs before, and I was down and I'd write some songs, some like kind of like more depressing songs. I felt like it almost kept me in there. And when I started writing the more fun songs, I was like, it kept me in a more fun zone. You know, like they say, like you manifest this thing, the energy you're talking about. I find some people it helps. You're right. Like some people, I I've asked this question before, and it gives them closure on their shit. For me, it just kept on bringing me back into like that feeling. But when I wrote some more fun type shit, it was like, yo, like fucking let's rock, like fucking, we're having a good time.
Absolutely. No, that I could definitely see that. Yeah, it's depressing as hell constantly writing about depressing things. So no, you don't.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I think that definitely holds some weight. Um, no,
For sure,
yeah.
for sure. So, you got any new projects coming up?
Yeah, I kind of like so like my last three songs, is it? Turn It Off, Let's Be Honest, and Show the Skies. Yeah, my last three songs are on the same album that's coming out. And I was originally planning on dropping them like song by song until the whole album was done, which I think I still am planning on doing that. Like it's called I guess a waterfall release. Um,
Yeah.
but I kind of just hit a rut and lost a lot of motivation to keep posting because like to properly promote this stuff, like you have to post like 4 times a day on like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that crap. It's exhausting. So after I dropped, and I was trying to line my drops up with these big shows that I had, like the Tech Nine show and the Afro Man show. So once those shows happened, um, I just like took like a break for like a week, and that week long break turned into 2 and then 3, and like I just got really lazy. Like I just got really comfortable with not posting 4 times a day and with it not consuming my life that like I just stopped altogether. But I'm in the process of kicking myself now to get all that crap out and drop this project, make more like I don't know. I just need to stop sitting on stuff. It doesn't do me any good.
Like for me, like I find like yeah, social media can be like exhausting. Um, but like for me, like I kind of like post like now like I still read the newsfeed a little bit, but like I'll post what I need and try and get off because like it gives you such a like a negative like vibe sometimes like the social media shit. And like, but you still have to post on there to be able to be able to get the hits and everything like that. So it's almost like quick, post, close, quick. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I can appreciate that. No, it sucks. I hate it. I've told myself like 100 times that if I didn't do music or whatever, like I would just delete social media. Um, and like that, like even like my like my personal Facebook, I just kind of turned it into like business oriented because I don't care about the personal side of it anymore. Same with like Instagram. I only post everything's just music now. I don't
For
know.
sure.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it all. Yeah, I hate everybody. All the social media and all the you can all burn in hell. Just kidding. I love it.
So like, you are very like focused on the music. What is something like you do on your regular time for fun that like people wouldn't know?
Mm. Um. I'm constantly craving dopamine. So if I can sit down and play some video games with some friends, or go hang out with some friends, or go play a sport with some friends, like that's usually what you'll catch me doing. I try to always play like a weekly sport. Like if it's in the summer, it's like softball or baseball. In the winter, it's like I don't know, volleyball, or I don't know what else I play. But so I try and play a sport at all times. And yeah, video games. That's kind of it. I got some pets at home, so I'll take my dog out for like a walk every once in a while, obviously. And but
So so you're saying you like to play the sports. For an athlete, where are you from like 10 to 1? Like, or rank yourself as an athlete, like yeah, like playing the sports, like how and like how it could be different for you said like you play different sports. Like where are you for baseball?
I'm pretty good at baseball. That's like I'm pretty good. I don't know. Like I'm not gonna. I don't know. How do like I think I'm pretty good. I don't know. If I
Okay,
played
okay.
my whole and like I mean on my softball teams, I don't know how to answer this. He used to be an amazing pitcher. Oh, look at that. Some comments from a family.
Okay, is baseball the thing like for me I like to play some sports too I think I'm better at basketball than anything.
Yeah,
I think basketball would be my is baseball your number one? Like you think you're the best at that compared to
I
other
think so.
sports?
Baseball is probably my number one, and I'm scary good at badminton. I played varsity badminton for my college actually. Nobody,
Yeah.
like the least people would expect, but so badminton I'm killer at, and then volleyball I also played my whole life, so like I'm pretty good at that. I'm competitive too, so it's I wouldn't if I wasn't really good at it, I probably wouldn't enjoy playing it.
I'm pretty good at thumb wars.
Ooh,
You know,
I'm not good at those. I don't know if my thumbs are short or something, but
I
I get my ass.
I got this thing like I can like pop it out.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, you can take that W. I won't even
Mm.
try.
How are you at like one uh like everybody's played this game when they're growing up. Like how do you think you are at rock paper scissors?
I'm great at rock paper scissors. I'm really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
You want to do
oh,
a best 2 out of 3?
yes, I do actually. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So I got a little trick. I always pick rock, just so you know. All right, you ready?
Okay. All right.
Rock.
One,
Do you go
two.
rock paper scissors?
Oh,
Or do we go like 1, 2, 3, go?
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, 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 okay. Let's do this. Okay, okay. I would okay. 1,
One,
2,
two,
3,
three,
go.
go.
I told you
You-
to
you-
rock.
I thought you were fucking with me.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. 1,
One,
2,
two,
3.
3, go.
You learning. You always pick rock. You always pick rock. It's a good choice. All right. Let's put the nail in the coffin. Let's go. I'm ready again. Wait, 1,
Okay.
go?
1, 2, 3,
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Okay.
1,
One,
2,
two,
3,
3,
go.
go.
Oh, okay, okay. You're getting the feels for it. All right, ready?
All right.
1,
One,
2.
2, 3, go.
Bro, we're gonna be doing this all day. Okay, okay. Somebody's gonna.
I'm like the one time I go for paper, he's gonna fucking
You
get me.
never know. No, it's okay. Ready? 1,
Okay. One,
2,
2,
3,
3,
go.
go.
I had to bail, bro. We're gonna do this. We're gonna be doing this for way too long. Okay, last one. It's gonna be
All right. All right.
1,
One,
2.
2, 3, go. All right. That's the last one. All right.
Well, I didn't lose. I get.
Right. Right. Okay.
I love it. Yeah, no, that's a tactic that I've always used. Always pick rock, and then you have to tell them you're always gonna pick rock. Because now, like before, I had to think, okay, you can pick one of 3 options, but now I have to just pick between one of 2 options, whether or not you believe me. And now, anyway,
It's good strategy. It's good strategy for sure. Shout out to Detox in here, the Ninja Turtle collector.
ooh, I like that.
So yeah, Detox is obviously a big fan of Ninja Turtles. I got my Ninja Turtle colors on. I got my green on. How do you feel about the Ninja Turtles?
The Ninja Turtles, I was sleeping on them actually. I didn't really watch them growing up. I don't really have much relation to the Ninja Turtles. I don't know. I was more like of a Pokemon guy, like as far as anything like collect,
Okay.
like like I like little games that I would play and trinkets that I would own or whatever. Um, so no, I can't speak much on the Ninja Turtles. I know that I like Donatello the most because I like purple. But that's
Okay.
I know they like pizza, and that's all. That's all I got.
Okay. Who was your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, there's so many. Um, I would always well here I'll leave it on my start. I would always pick oh man,
Okay.
this is tough. First gen.
Who was your starter between the three? The three starters, like the Squirtle,
Yeah.
Charmander.
I think I don't think I think I like man, Bulbasaur doesn't get enough love, in my opinion. So I always, in first gen, I always picked Bulbasaur because he didn't get enough love. In second gen, I picked the water guy, Totodile, like for alligator. That was my go-to. But
Okay.
I'll go Bulbasaur. I'll give him. Yeah, he deserves it.
Okay. Okay. Mine was I'd say my favorite Pokemon is Lickitung.
Yeah, motherfucker. I like it. Uh, I
Partially because I'm nasty. Yeah.
no, he's a weirdo. I like it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, is there anything we didn't cover that you want to talk about?
Anything? Sorry.
Is there anything we didn't cover that you want to talk about?
I mean, I got. I love. I'll take any chance I get to talk about shows. But
Okay. You got shows coming up. What are the shows coming up?
the first one is January 13th, so it's a little under a month away now. Actually, as soon as I get off this, I'm probably gonna go post about it so everybody will see. But it's that one's in Guelph. So if you're in the Guelph area, I had a promoter ask me to headline an event. So we will we'll be opening, or like I'll be playing last, and we got I think 6 or 7 openers around there. That's out in Guelph, January 13th. It's either I think it's a Friday or Saturday. So y'all in Guelph should come out to that and Tri-City area. And then I'm opening for Tony Yayo of G Unit.
Nice. Nice.
He's doing a tour.
G Unit.
G Unit. I'm gonna be oh yeah. So yeah, I got that show. That's February 4th in Oshawa for G Unit. And yeah, tomorrow the Steel City Cypher. These guys
Yeah.
self-made productions as well. Like they've been killing it.
Shout out.
Yeah, Ross Burns and his whole team, they're doing great. So I'm gonna be hopping on the radio tomorrow, 93.3 FM. I think it's McMaster's radio station.
Yep. Yep.
So I believe at 9 p.m. If you tune in, you'll catch me and some other dope Hamilton artists and also area. Man, I can name them all off. I think we got like I actually, this one's new to me. So Bandman, K Triggs, you've got like Jack Craven, you've got obviously Ross Burns, Mills Grills on the beat, Boris from the North. Man, there's like a Toxic, like Darren Repton. Man, that guy's nice. Like there's just a bunch of nice artists from the area. We're hopping on a cipher. Whipped up some bars, and we're gonna perform it live tomorrow. It's gonna be unreal. So tune in. I will. I don't know. I'll post about. I post about that too. It's on my profile. Y'all should check that out.
For sure. Shout out Ross Burns. Shout out the whole self-made. Yeah. Man, big shout outs.
Yeah. No, those guys are doing awesome.
Yeah. One last thing, like before we go, like you're talking about the shows. You're talking about going last. A lot of times, like the person that goes last, it's usually the person like half the crowd's already left. Like, how do you feel about like yeah, like that right there? Because like to me it's kind of whack, and like I always want to be kind of like the one. I'm like, if we're here, we're watching everybody perform. What we're gonna miss out on the last performance? Like everybody's like there for the second last performance usually. And then, like, everybody's like, oh, it's time to go. Like, no. Watch the last person.
Yeah. It's a tricky one because, I mean, you've been the guy. I've been the guy going to the shows, and I've been the guy performing at the shows. And 100% perfect world, yeah, everybody stick around until the last guy because, you want to perform to a full crowd. Being on the flip side, everybody's staying up late. They want to go home, and they maybe signed up for something like a little earlier than what was going on. So it's tricky. I'm definitely not looking forward to it. I know that I'm obviously only so big. I don't have some crazy name, so I know that there's not going to be hundreds of people out at these shows that I'm headlining. And so I know people are going to leave early, and I'm going to have to go through performing to some empty crowds and I guess it's just part of it. You know, it's the entertainment business. You have to really present something that's going to make somebody want to stick around for the entire night. You know, like if I'm not saying that it's like the artist's fault if people don't stick around. Obviously, that's you could be the greatest artist. The greatest artists in the world are going to be performing to empty rooms. That's just something you have to go through. But if you want to combat it, yeah, you got to have a dope set. You gotta make sure that people are, that people don't regret staying that late, and people like you got six rappers all trying to do the same thing. It's hard to stand out, obviously, but like if you can do something that makes them think of your set, then they're gonna stick around the whole night to see it again, or
For sure.
maybe it's not foolproof, but yeah, I think the onus kind of falls on the artist a little bit to get them to stick around, which is not easy. I can't do it.
For sure.
People leave
For
the
sure.
time. Like it's tough to stand out, especially in this. It's in the game. It's kind of oversaturated. There's a lot of artists. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough game.
All right, man. Well, I want to thank you for coming on the program, Eddie GTV. You know, we're sponsored by Kirkland Water.
No, get
Mhm.
it.
And we're sponsored by Eddie GTV.
Damn right. Sponsored by Blue Jays. Sponsored by Mac. Sponsored by Mac. Yeah.
Sponsored by Maria's Pizza in Brantford. You know?
Underrated, actually. I like that. It's everybody. Well, maybe it's not underrated. Everybody talks about Maria's Pizza. Damn, I'm hungry now. All right. Thanks for having me on.
All
I
right.
appreciate what you're doing. Good shit.
For sure. For sure. All right, man. Well, you have a good night.
Of course.
Peace, man.
Yeah.
Cheer. All right.